For he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
And so say all of us. And so say all of us.
Hooray!
And so say all of us.
Hooray!
For he's a jolly good fellow.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
And so say all of us.
This is the kind of man that we've had for close to 3 years of our lives, 3 years of our transformation. Okay, from what we were to what we are hoping to be. We are still on the journey, we are still on the transformation, which is one of the points really that Felix's departure at this time is one that we could have done anything to stop if we can. Oh, we could have, I can tell you that. But there's a time for everything, a time to come and a time to go. He came when God wants him to come and give us the kind of stability and steady our feet on the path to our destination, for which we remain exceedingly very, very grateful. In time past, we know how to do this type of send forth, but the times are such that it's a bit impossible to do what we could have loved to do to a great guy like Felix. Okay? But so, who are we? The good thing about it also is that Felix is going on. When he first spoke to me about this, his new assignment, I said, I thought, not because we were colleagues and not as far we needed his services continually and we wanted him to remain, but I had a contrary opinion I expressed to him. But again, one thing you also must give Felix, because he cannot be all positive now. Felix suffer. He's very stubborn. When he says this is what he wants to do, when he puts his mind on something, forget it. But the good thing is that he always achieves. So when I try to raise one or two objections, he made it clear by just one sentence. There's an opportunity to serve my people. To us all, gentlemen and ladies, I need us to understand that whatever you do, you are being watched. Felix won't be the first to take his leave of this place. Some, of course, even if we ask them to come for an event like this, they themselves, they will not come because they know the kind of. Please, whatever you do, you are being watched. Just do your work, do it well, and I can assure you that a day like this certainly will await you at your point of departure, because we all must, including you sincerely, from this place at some point. I think as the program progresses, we'll still be able to say, practically say thank you to Felix. But for now, let me ask Kenneth Nebe Nepolisa, right?
Yes.
Carry on. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for that. In a nutshell, what he says is that our executive director has shown lots of great qualities. He's an achiever, he's committed, dedicated, and he has so much focus. He's focused, and just mentioned a few, and he's about leaving, and we're all going to miss him. Next on our list is interaction, light music, light comedy and music. Sorry, I'm not a comedian, so we'll be skipping that part. But the real reason why we'll be moving that bit is because of the live view. If we play music, we may have copyright infringement. So we'll be moving on to comments from the staff, those who've worked with him, alongside him. So the floor is open for anyone and everyone that has something to say, especially those in market, that has that would have something to say about our executive director, Mr. Felix Ideh.
Well, before I started working closely with Mr. Ideh, I happened to know him as a peacemaker because then I was in the editorial department. So whenever we have issues, we run to him to explain to him because he has listening ears. So he gets to listen to us and he has a habit of telling you your own parts. If you're actually wrong, if you're wrong, and if you're right, he will say it the way it is. So that was when I developed this interest for him. So the table turned around and I had the opportunity to work very close to him, which is in the marketing. Then it was a big issue because marketing is something I thought I would never do in my life. So when I had the option of going into marketing, I felt, okay, let me give it a try. But Mr. Ideh is someone that gave me the reason to keep going. Because he's a teacher, he has good listening ears. And whenever you make mistakes, he's always there to listen and to correct you.
I have about 2 or 3 things to say about Mr. Ideh. At first, there's something we observed when he first joined us. We just noticed that anytime he wanted to make a point, he would be on top of his voice. But there was something we actually got wrong. He wasn't really shouting, but he was just trying to make points. But as time went by, then we now got to know that, okay, Mr. Ideh has a very loud voice. So it's not as if he is actually quarreling with anybody. So we actually got used to that. And another thing I also noticed is that no matter which unit you belong, Mr. Ideh is always ready to carry you along. He's always ready to teach you and all that. Because I could remember a number of occasions when he would just come and say, "Nee, we are going to drop this letter. Remember the one we did last time? The one you did for me last time, even though I wasn't the one who actually did it. He only gave me to go and print. And the letter will be on the system. He said, go and do the last one you did for me. And I'll just go and sit down and write something, and then I'll go back to him, and then he will make correction. And at some point, when I even would compose some things and take to him, he would just say, oh, this is good, and all that. Because I've been able to actually learn so much from him. I'm not a marketing unit, but Mr. Ideh will treat you as if you're one of such persons under his unit. And another thing I also noticed is that he's very, very accommodating. He doesn't discriminate no matter what your belief is, no matter whether it's mundane or religious belief or whatever. He's ready to actually work with anybody, because he believes your principle is your principle and then work is work.
It's interesting because you wonder what can I say about Felix. I've only just been here for 2-3 weeks myself, so it's not long enough to start saying something about him. But I've known Felix before now. I know he will not remember, or he may not remember, sometime in 2007 when he was still at UBA. I was in a team that came to make a presentation to UBA. It was meant to be, I think, a pitch or something. And the depth of knowledge and the questions that came from him on that day showed that this guy understands what marketing communication is about. But after that, we never had any other interaction again until at some point when he started doing things here. And when he started doing things here, I'd also got to know him a lot more better. And there were things that we had to do, me being outside and he being inside. And I see that there's a lot of commitment to his job on his part. But you find it very interesting that the last 2 days, the last 2 working days, Thursday and Friday. Okay, Thursday wasn't here, I was in Abuja. Friday particularly, and I think Wednesday and Tuesday, when he was trying to explain to me the things that he had been doing here, and some of which I may have to look at. I found a man who is very detailed and thorough. Number one, the way he organizes his documents. I've seen a lot of people, one of the ways I look at people, so next time when I'm looking at your laptop, you know I'm looking at it. And I see a lot of documents on your desktop. It gives me a impression that you're not organized. I try to make sure that when you look at my laptop, you hardly find documents there because they are saved or in some other place, more organized way. I thought I was organized in that manner, but when I saw the way he saved his documents and he was able to explain each and every one of them, I said this is a thorough person.
On behalf of Hotsports, Mr. Felix to present this to you from our heart. Thank you very much for watching this.
I don't know how to summarize this evening, but I want to first of all thank God for making it possible for me to work here and for so long. I think as a Christian, everything comes by God's design. And I told somebody yesterday, I said, as a Christian, I'm a surrendered soldier. So if you're a surrendered soldier, whatever happens, you don't have control over it, because there's somebody who has control over it. Secondly, I want to thank my good friend, Ideh, for the opportunity to be here. Ideh took our history to 2004 African Cup of Nations, but how I met Ideh, I met him on the television. In 1987, he was presenting Tiger on the top. And then I had the privilege of giving an assignment in London conference to develop a strategy for Guinness in Africa. And it's based on 3 big building blocks. One of them is football. And I've done half of the work. And I just came back from Sunday that afternoon, tuned my television. Ideh was speaking, and all he was talking was on my script, and I just took some note as he was talking about the football. Then, but that's the public service that television gives. Then the next day, I called Austin Ofamba. I said, "Do you know so and so person?" He said, "Yes, I know him. He's a presenter." I said, "Can you go and get him wherever he is? Let's talk." So 2 days, Ideh came to my office, and we exchanged pleasantries, and then he left. And I sent a message to Austin to say, can he put his ideas on paper? He must have forgotten. Ideh did about 5-page write-up. So I want to thank you, sir, for this short meeting this evening. And like I said, I'm not exiting. I'm still part of this place. God bless you.